Hey everyone, this is Rabi here from PTW Tech. Today I'm going to be talking about Dynamics 365, Microsoft Dynamics 365, and I'll start off with the introduction to it. So Microsoft Dynamics 365, it is a set of business applications, right, that help businesses or companies run and manage their daily operations from sales to finance to customer services to human rights, resources to supply chain and marketing. So of course, sales will be talking about managing, customers and their leads. Finance is all about money, money, money. Customer services about clients and their issues, complaints and errors, and resources all about, of course, employee management, internal and external as well. Supply chain and inventory are all about tracking their products and deliveries to marketing, which is all about campaigns and their results. All this actually work are actually working together and can work together in cloud. You can think about Dynamics 365 as a house with a lot of rooms within it, all in one, everything in one house. So it's a very, very big platform to use for organizations. So where do we find this Dynamics 365? We find it in Microsoft site, of course. You go there, choose the kind of product that you want, buy it, or contact Microsoft team. They're very helpful. One thing that I love about Microsoft is that they're very helpful. Contact them, have their opinion on what module to use and why, and how many users you have, the cost, everything. They'll break out everything for you. And you can also find this Dynamics 365 within partners and their resellers as well. I think get an additional fee as well, because I think they need to, of course, gain a little bit out of that. But they're very, very helpful with support, with licensing, and you also have free trials from Microsoft for 30 days. So you can use this trial days to actually build an application and practice at home. If you plan to, of course, have an application internally, and when you're done, you can get Dynamics 365 and the application that you have created or configured within apps on your device, where you find your applications on your phone. You can find Dynamics 365, you can find Power Platform, Power Apps, and I'll talk about the rest as time goes. So how much does it cost? Of course, it depends on what you have, which is of course the resources that you have within your organization. How many are they? Your resource people. What is your goal? What is it that you want from Dynamics 365? Do you want sales? Do you want marketing? Do you want whatever that you want? They can help with that. And these are all assumptions, these are all estimates from USD to rent. And I'm not saying that these are fixed, no, but at the end of the day, most of these modules are actually user user based, per user, per subscription, monthly, if you look at them monthly. So yeah, have a look at Microsoft site, check how much each user can cost. And one thing about Microsoft is that if you don't want, for an example, your whole organization to have the licensing for Dynamics 365, yes, you can do that. If you want only two people to be admin within your organization, you can still do that and let the other ones just be the users within your organization. You can also do that as well. So that is the one thing that I really, really and recommend doing when you want to start your business and you want to use Dynamics 365 for your organization or within your organization. Some of the benefits of Dynamics 365 are, of course, AI and automation. Those are for me, those are the important ones because things are changing. We need to move with things. You need to move with, the world and how things are operating lately. You get everything at one place. Like I did say, You get from sales to marketing, every single thing in one place. It's in cloud. It's secure. Azure does the work for you. You don't need to worry about your data. You don't need to worry about your documents that you've been working with. As long as it's there, you will definitely find it. They have backups features already in place in Azure. So you don't need to worry about, the data that you have lost. No, you don't need to worry about that. There are updates that run, well, from my experience, they run quarterly, and those updates are really to advance your organization or your company. The reason why I say that is because in most cases people will be angry. No, they have changed my button into yellow from green, and well, some definitely you can customize, some you can take them off if you don't want them. I mean, we are different people, different organizations. You also have different users, right, and customers. So if you don't want those updates, you can always go revert back to the default, but some you can't, unfortunately. But it's always good to have Microsoft prior to discuss all this with you. They are very available to discuss all their updates features before they even happen. They actually release them before the release wave actually starts, which is a good thing. It's very customizable. Dynamics 365. If you don't like the out of box look and feel that Microsoft has got, you can always change it. You make your application rainbow, because it came as, like, blue, color blue, just color blue, and you don't want that. You want the rainbow color, change it. You want the green, change it. Green color, you can change your application, internal or external. It's the same. You can customize the application that you want from Dynamics 365. It's global, right? When you get to get actually the Dynamics 365 licenses, and you start off with the tenant, where you need to decide where your tenant would be. By that, it means where you are based. We, of course, I am in Africa. We definitely state that, in Africa. If you're in Europe, you can also state that you want your applications your application in Europe. But that doesn't mean that you don't, of course, work with people up in different regions. No. It's real time data and insights. Yes, got a lot of dashboards, a lot and lot and lot of dashboards that you can use to make sure that you reflect the data that you're working with and the records that you're working with it within your application. And it's very good with integration with other applications as well, and tools within Microsoft and and out of Microsoft as well. So Dynamics 365 is really good with integrating with a lot more applications. They have, if I remember very well, more than 700 connections. I think more than 700 connections, where you can connect to Excel, where you can connect to SharePoint. Whatever that you want to use is there for you. If there isn't, I think it's best to talk to them. They definitely would recommend something for you. We also do have some limitations within Dynamics 365, of course. The first one is that for small businesses, honestly, it could be a little bit costly um, and expensive, because, of course, it's per user, per subscription, right? And if your organization is not really where you want it to be, I think you can just give them a call and explain where you are, and what your goal is, and where you would want to see your organization. Maybe they would recommend another product for you, but specifically for Dynamics, I think it could be a little bit expensive for a small organization. You must always be ready to learn within Dynamics. Everything changed. Like I did say, that there's updates every quarter, from my experience. So you need to always be learning new things. I mean, there's Copilot right now, which is integrating with Dynamics, which is great. It does quite a lot. For an example, customizations might take time. Not necessarily. I don't think they necessarily take time in all organizations, and depends on what you want. At the end of the day, what is it that you want? Um, if it's big, of course, it definitely will take some time. If it's small, something small wouldn't take a lot of time. And one other thing that I love is that As much as the customization and all is, a little bit can take time, and we still are able to connect to outside systems and tools, but it can be a little bit tricky. It really can be a little bit tricky to connect to non-Microsoft system, but it is possible. So from my end, this is it. We'll definitely have another session talking a little bit more about Dynamics 365 modules and how they work and which one I use and which one we'll take, in future and dive a little bit further, a little bit more into. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was really helpful. We'll see you on the next session.